Okay, today we are going to be working on rounding multi-digit numbers to the thousands place using the vertical number line. When you're looking at a number line, you can realize that the bottom number is ones, then the top number will go here, and in between the two will be your middle number. Now it's important to pay attention to that middle number because we compare things a lot to that middle number. If it's less than that middle number, it's going to round down. If it's higher than that number, we are going to be rounding up. So today's lesson asks us to round to the nearest thousand and use the number line to model our thinking. Okay, so we are starting with 6,000. If we round to the nearest thousand, that would put us at 6,000 for the bottom, 7,000 for the top. In between thousands, in the middle of that would be 6,500. Because we know 500 plus 500 equals 1,000. So 500 is going to be our mid-range on these ones that are there where we are rounding to the nearest thousand. So 6,700 is greater than 6,500. So I'm going to put it above 6,500. Now it is closer, when I look at this, it's closer to 7,000. I'm going to circle that to help me focus on that number and to be sure that I write that number up on the line. Okay? Let's take a look at the next one. We have a 9 in the thousand spot, so that's what we're going to put for our bottom number. The next 1,000 up is going to be 10,000. And our middle number is going to be 9,500. So let's compare where 9,340 is to 9,500 and 10,000. And it's actually going to be just less than 9,500. Because it's less than the 9,500, we are going to round it down to 9,000. Okay, continuing on. 16,401 for letter C. Okay, we have 16 thousands, so that'll be our bottom number. If we were counting, the next thousands place would be 17 thousands. And the midpoint is going to be 16,500. Okay, 16,400 would be just below 401, would be just below 16,500. That one we would round down. It is closer to the 16,000. Let's continue on with letter D. We have 39 thousands to start with. When we count on to the next thousand, it's going to be 40,000. We will put the 500, 39,500 as our midpoint. So 39,545, oh, it's going to be super close to that midpoint. But if it is anywhere above it, we will be rounding up. So letter D would be 40,000. Okay, let's continue on. Letter E, we have 399 thousands. If we were counting on after 399 thousands, it's going to be 400 thousands. And our midpoint is still going to be 500 because that is our midpoint between thousands. This number that we've been given is 399,499. Boy, that is super close to that midpoint, but because it's just one below it, we have to round down. Okay. 840,000 is our next one. If we were counting by thousands, 841,000 would be our next thousand. And our midpoint is going to be 840,500. Our number is 840,007. That is going to be just above our 840,000. So we are going to round it to 840,000. Okay, now we're on to some word problems. The same idea or the same concept is going to apply to these. It's just that we're using it in word problem form. You know what to do. Don't get stressed out because it's a word problem, okay? If you want to read along on your sheet, a pilot wanted to know about how many kilometers he flew on his last 3 flights. From New York City to London, he flew 5,572 kilometers. Eeks. Then from London to Beijing, he flew 8,147 kilometers. Finally, he flew 10,996 kilometers from Beijing back to New York City. Round each number to the nearest thousand, and then find the sum of the rounded numbers to estimate about how many kilometers the pilot flew. So this is a 2-step word problem. The first is going to be doing our estimating, and then the second part is going to be adding them up. And actually almost 3 because we have to write our statement after that. So he flew from New York City to London. He flew 5,000